Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. So today I'm going to talk about a book. This is Jessica Lange, the actress. This is her book, Highway 61. She traveled Highway 61 from, I think it goes from Minnesota or Montana down to New Orleans. And she just photographed people and places that she went. She photographed all throughout the highway. She photographed a lot of things in like little diners. It's hard for me to get these open on the quick. She photographed little ordinary scenes, and the goal was to say, what else can I photograph that is rural America? What can I photograph that is telling the story of what this highway sees? And she did it with a little Leica and black and white film, and she probably has a little advantage to get a book published because of her stature as an actress. It certainly helps if you want to be a published photographer, go get fame somewhere else. But the work is good, and I can't afford a photo book like that. When it was new, it was $85 at my Barnes & Noble where I first saw it. And I can't afford $85 for a book. Are you crazy? But I saw it on Thrift Books online for $35. And for $35, I thought I'll splurge because I like that genre of photography. I like the quality of the black and white work. And I live with a coffee table or a kitchen table book always open. I always have a book open on my various tables. And when I'm having lunch or dinner, it's always something to peruse. These aren't just for a collection. These are for constant, just looking at what other people saw. Looking through their camera, seeing through their eyes and seeing how did they frame, what did they make, why did they put this collection of photographs in this order, how did they make these photographs, what's the light on these photographs. It helps me to just be aware of what else is out in the world, to be aware of and to see good quality printed photographs. Some people say, including me, the best place to see photographs are at a museum or a gallery, one at a time, and you stop in front of each one and you take your time looking at it before you move on to the next one. That would be my preference. The second best way is a book. And probably the better, more lasting way is the book, because the book can last after the gallery exhibit is down. But the idea of being able to go one page at a time, and she only prints on the right side of each page. So to be able to go one page at a time in the same speed as maybe at that museum, to take your time and look at each one, so different from a computer or a tablet and a swipe. And to just take in, what did other people do? How did other people work? What did they see? What would I do differently? Do I like that photo? Would I have included it? All of these questions are a part of what this photo book collection means to me. And I can, on any given day, have a Robert Frank book out, a Joel Meyerowitz book out, a Walker Evans, Bill Owens. He made a wonderful book called Suburbia, which I love, that whole suburban lifestyle in California back in the 60s and 70s. And photo books are an inexpensive way to, if you find them used, to build up a collection of books that become a part of your world. And they can be both inspiring and something that we can learn from. And our visual language, I think, grows the more we see work. Authors always say, if you want to be a writer, read. If you want to be a photographer, look at photographs. Have your photo language very, very thorough. Have your vocabulary very expansive, so that a lot of work is in your, ahead of what is out there, what's been made, and how was it made, and what can you do, and what's your story, and what's your theme, and what's your style, and what are their styles versus what's your style. What do you like to do? What do you do well? What would your book be about? What would your book look like? Because someday you might have a book, and that book might be on a coffee table or on a kitchen table, and people will be perusing it, and then you'll just be adding to that visual language that is surrounding all photographers. All right, that's today's photography talk. Hey, if you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you could support, hit the Patreon. I'll be back next week. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.